The story of Prophet Noah. For many years, Noah's fellow townspeople prayed to make-believe gods they shaped from stones. They believed these stone statues could bring them good and protect them from harm. Allah chose a good man named Noah to be a prophet to these people. His job was to tell these people all about the oneness of Allah and warn them of His punishments if they didn't pray to Allah alone. Prophet Noah was a great speaker and a very patient man. Every day, Prophet Noah explained to his people all about the powers of Allah. I came to warn you, Allah punishes those who don't believe in Him. Prophet Noah warned them over and over again. Every night, Prophet Noah explained to his fellow townspeople all about the greatness of Allah. Pray to Allah and fear Allah only. Him, Prophet Noah said repeatedly. Sadly, these people just ignored him. Explained in a loud, clear voice. Prophet Noah explained in a low, whispering voice. Prophet Noah tried to explain in every way, but these people just made fun of him and ran away when he talked about Allah. Yet Prophet Noah remained kind and patient. He did not give up on teaching his people. Some of the poor and weak people listened to Prophet Noah. They followed him and believed in only one Allah. As for those who were rich and strong, they did not believe. Prophet Noah's warnings were, we think you are a liar. There is nothing special about you. Are just a normal man like us. How can you be a messenger from Allah? They asked. I never said I was an angel. I am just a normal man. I only came to you with a message and a warning from Allah. Prophet Noah replied. Prophet Noah never gave up on warning his fellow townspeople, but still they did not believe in him. He explained to his people how Allah created heaven and hell, and how He will punish them if they worshipped other make-believe gods. Listen, Noah, one of the rich men finally said, we don't care about your warnings. You are only a normal man like us, and only the low, poor people have followed you. You are not better than us in any way. Oh, my people, Noah replied gently, poor or rich will all meet Allah one day. Allah alone knows what is in your hearts and souls. I am only a messenger, and I am not asking you for a reward. My reward is from Allah alone. In those days, people lived for over 1,000 years of age. Prophet Noah spent 950 years of his life trying to help people understand and believe in the oneness of Allah. He warned them of Allah's punishment, but they just were not listening. We are sick and tired of your teachings and explanations, most of his people said. You're starting to sound like a crazy man, Noah. Let your Allah punish us, then, if you're telling the truth. My Lord, I explained and warned my people day and night, but they're just not listening. Prophet Noah prayed sadly. And every time I tell them to ask for your forgiveness, they plug their ears and cover their heads with their clothes. They just won't listen. And they are just getting more and more arrogant. Allah showed Prophet Noah that no more of his people would believe him, no matter what he did. Allah then ordered Noah and his few followers to build a huge ark. Prophet Noah chose a place outside the city. Him and his followers collected wood and tools to build a huge ship. Rich people came to watch and make fun of Prophet Noah and his followers. "Why are you building an ark so far from the sea?" they laughed. "Are you going to drag it alone all the way to the water when you're done? Now you make fun of us, but later we will make fun of you." Prophet Noah replied, "Soon Allah will punish the disbelievers." When the oven in his house started, Prophet Noah knew it was a sign from Allah to get prepared. Prophet Noah gathered the few believers and loaded the ship with a pair of one male and one female of every type of animal, bird, and insect he could find. "Did you go crazy, Noah?" the disbelievers laughed. "What are you going to do with all these animals? Are you going to sail your ship on dry land?" "Get on the ark, my people," Prophet Noah told his followers as he loaded the ship with the animals. "In the name of Allah, we sail and dock safely." Lots and lots of rain started pouring from the sky, and lots of water came out from the ground. The dry land turned to a huge ocean. "Oh, my son," Noah called out to one of his sons, who did not want to go with him on the ark. "Come with us. Please do not be one of the disbelievers. And Allah, I'll go to a high mountain. I'm sure it will save me from this horrible flood." His son screamed back, "Drown! Today everyone will drown. No one will be saved except those who believe in Almighty Allah, my son." A huge wave as high as the highest mountain came in between Noah and his son, and Noah's son drowned like the rest of the disbelievers. Allah ordered the huge ocean to drown them all. Allah is fair, and He promised to punish anyone who did not believe in Him, even if it were His beloved prophets. Allah then ordered the earth to swallow all the water again and the sky to stop raining. All the wrongdoers who did not believe in Allah totally disappeared. The ark landed safely on a high mountain called Mount Judy. Prophet Noah and his people were saved from the flood. They started a new life blessed with Allah's mercy, and they all lived together happily ever after, worshipping Allah and Allah alone.